Okay, so as you can see, we have all the resistances we could possibly want, including reflection. And it comes with a trade-off that we're wearing body armor, so we have Silver Dragon Scale Mail, which means we get a -20 to hit as a monk. Hopefully, our luck and our luck stone, our enchanted Molnir, and high attributes will offset that a bit. First thing we have to do the quest is get up to level 14. Fortunately, I've collected 2 potions to gain level. I often do not drink these right away because they have a lot of, well, for 2 reasons. One is they have a lot of utility purposes. You can curse them and they become a very good escape item. But secondly, the longer you wait to use them, the more valuable they are. So the higher level you are, then really the more XP they're worth. But in this case, where I just want to get down to the quest, I think it's time to just drink these potions to gain level and make our way back to the quest level. So let's drink them both, get up to XP level 14, which will also increase our 2-hit chance, offset that -20 that we're dealing with. So the quest leader, or the nemesis of the monk at the end of the quest, is notoriously difficult. So we have a couple ways to deal with that. We have a Blessed Scroll of Scaremonster, which we can drop on the stairs, and I think that will probably be enough. Although I learned today that that will be patched out in version 3.7. Whenever that comes out, you will no longer be able to use Scrolls of Scaremonster on either humanoid or unique monsters. Just looking at what I got here, I think we're ready to go. I don't think we really need to prepare any more than this. I would like to have better AC than -14, but I stopped writing. I got 1 magic marker, which I wished for. I got a wish last time from sitting on a throne, and I don't want to use up all the charges. I need some charges to write a scroll of charging for when we get the Wand of Wishing from the castle, and also having enough charges to be able to write a Blessed Scroll of Genocide if we run into, say, an early Lich would be great. We may want to grease up. I don't think in the quest there's much in the way of moats and things like that, but we may just want to grease up our helmet in case we run into a mind flare. Better to have that done now rather than later. So let's use some of those charges of our grease. I think it was in my bag. Let's take it out. Yes, we have 11 charges. So grease the helmet at minimum. We could also grease our Cloak of Magic Resistance, just for grabbing things that will grab us. I guess, we can always, I believe we can recharge grease. I'm not entirely sure. I think tools can be recharged infinitely. But in any case, let's go ahead and grease up our cloak as well. I'll put that away just for weight reasons. And I think that's about it. Let's take a look and see if there's anything else we want to bring with us. So I found a magic lamp in the same room that I found Sunsword, which I found very fortunate and also kind of amusing. Sunsword is often something which I will use in a pinch for an infinite light source. And finding it in the same room as a magic lamp is interesting. So obviously, I just have the magic lamp. I'm not going to use it for wish right now. I'm going to keep it for the permanent light source. I have a lot of rings. We can polymorph at some point. We need to find a wand to polymorph. We've not found any wands to polymorph yet. So I think that's about it. I think we're going to go back down to the quest level. plenty of food, particularly with a ring of slow digestion. Let's look at my conducts here. I'm still vegetarian. I've never genocided any monsters, though I probably will. I have not polymorphed an object, but only because I haven't found one yet. So I think the one conduct I will try to keep is just the vegetarian one. I just have to remind myself, not to eat anything. It should be easier now that I have all the resistances. I won't be tempted to eat corpses for that reason. One thing I wanted to do, which I didn't do, is I wanted to just see what my alignment is like. I feel like I may have sadly killed my pet, which I banded, and that gives you a big alignment hit and a luck hit. So maybe I should just convert this altar and just see what it looks like in terms of if I can convert it and get some idea about my luck and my my alignment as well. Just make sure that's not going to be a problem. This is a elf, so we can sacrifice this. We are immune to sleep, so no issue there. There's a lizard corpse. That's interesting. Oh, I must have picked it up. So lizard corpse don't deteriorate over time, and I think we must have killed that lizard before. So we'll wait for one more thing to arrive. We just need a fresh corpse to test that we are in good standing with our god still. No, still not dropping a corpse. Yeah, 4-leaf clover. So in any case, we can safely pray. Hopefully we didn't take a big luck hit from killing our pet either. An elven king, okay. And we have better armor class now, so we're not taking as much damage as we once were. Having a troll sort of near the altar here is good. So we can, teleport away. I was going to say we can sacrifice the troll on the altar, but let's see if it'll come back up. No. Clay golem. It's weird. So there's a bunch of stuff around here. Bunch of elf lords, a Leocrata. Yeah, so like an altar on dungeon level 11, if you're camping it, will spawn a lot more powerful things than our altar down in dungeon level 5. I think we're fine for luck. We seem to be hitting all these things fairly well. Get that wanted teleportation away from the troll. A tinning kit would be great, particularly because we can't eat trolls. And we're blind. I'm wearing a towel. Hang on. Let's remove that towel. The boing is the wand of striking bouncing off our reflection. I don't remember seeing too many elf lords like that particular color creature. I just feel like we don't see much of. There's a potion we haven't yet identified. It might be worthwhile just to bring it back and drop it on the altar. If it's not cursed, then we can dip our unicorn horn in it and safely deal with it. Drink it. Figure out what it is. I think we've already identified the most dangerous ones, including paralysis. And we have free action anyway. So we get another bit of luck here. Tin the trolls, yeah. Welcome, Craig. It's a really more of a convenience thing. Trolls will keep coming back. and coming back. But if you have a tinning kit, it's one way to get rid of them. I'll usually pick one up for just that reason. All right, I was going to drop that potion just to identify it. I guess we can drop these wands as well. All right, nothing is cursed. I'm going to just double check what potions we know. Pretty sure we already know polymorph. And I think most of the ones with that clear we know already. Yeah, munch those trolls. It's annoying still, like if you're close to satiated, particularly after you get a ring of slow digestion, sometimes you can choke to death on trolls if you're not careful. Yep. And they'll wake up and they'll like halfway through you eating them, they'll come back to life and things like that. So paralysis, yeah, we've already called that one. And polymorph was the other one, yeah. So those are the ones which we need to watch out about. Yeah, choke to death. What were you trying to eat? A giant or something for strength? It's usually how it happens for me. Hang on, before we dip, we just want to call it clears, question mark. We'll call it orange clears. So we keep track of it. So yeah, it did clear. So it's something we don't want. We got a potion of water. Gray dragon. Yeah. Yeah. Too bad gray dragons don't give you magic resistance for eating their corpses. So I could go through this list and figure out what it could possibly be. I'm pretty happy with it. Just clearing though. Yeah. A lot of dragon corpses are actually a great way to get some resistances as well. Not gray or silver, but actually, does silver dragons give you cold resistance, or is it that just white? I imagine it's just white. So I last time I reverse genocided silver dragons. Decided I'm not going to try and do this without body armor. So now we have reasonable AC, minus 14. I wouldn't say, I think I would be happier if it were, wow, it's all that. Gray elf. Okay. Yeah, so sort of, I was thinking about it between the previous night and last night, because you know the minus 20 to hit is an issue, and also there's just sort of the idea of being monkey and doing monkey things, but in the end, I decided reflection was too important, and AC was too important, and being able to get both of those things sort of outweighed the negatives. So here we are at the monk quest, the first level. Just gonna get a map up here. So we're at the monastery first. Looks like many of these elementals are peaceful. Some are, some aren't. So I think we should be fine taking care of these Zorns. They're taking some damage. It's not the worst. That Earth Elemental is not peaceful, but it's just kind of wandering around randomly. Of all the elementals, Earth Elementals are maybe the least dangerous. Or maybe Fire are after you get fire resistance. I believe their attacks are all fire-based, so they may actually just be completely benign after you get fire resistance. Air elementals are, of course, the most dangerous of all elementals. I don't think we need to fully explore this area, but a statue of Stalker. And these are all peaceful. I want to try one thing just because I read about it. So if you kick a tree, oh, we got a eucalyptus leaf. And low buzzing. We're not going to be able to kick anymore for a bit. So eucalyptus leaves are interesting. They have a couple of purposes. You can apply them as a whistle. Let's just try that. So apply, produce a high whistling sound. I believe if they're blessed, maybe, they may actually act as a magic whistle too. Also, they cure sickness. So if you don't have a unicorn horn for some reason, then having a eucalyptus leaf will save you from death, from sickness. If you get engulfed by Jubilex or a eucalyptus leaf, yeah. Good to have, you know. Sickness will kill you, so there's an unaligned altar here, interestingly enough, even though this is our faction. I guess it makes sense because monks can be any alignment. Ah, disperse, my son. You have returned to us at last. A great blow has befallen our order. Perhaps you can help us. First, however, I must determine if you are prepared for this great challenge. Yes, Disperse, you are truly ready now. Attend to me, and I shall tell you of what has transpired. During one of the great meditations a short time ago, Master Kane and a legion of elementals invaded the monastery of Chansune. Many abbots were killed, including the one bearing the eyes of the overworld. Now, there are barely enough abbots left to keep the elementals at bay. We need you to find the monastery of the Earth Lord. Then, from there, travel to Master Kane's lair. If you can manage to defeat Master Kane and return the eyes of the overworld here, we can then drive off the legions of elementals that slay our students. Go with Chit Sung Zu as your guide, Disperse. And again, I just need to sincerely apologize to anybody who can actually has a good idea of how all of that is supposed to be pronounced. Yeah, so the eucalyptus leaf is not a permanent magic whistle. We actually picked one of those up last time as well. So if I ever do get a pet, at least I'll have I'll have a magic whistle to keep them in line. This is like a dormitories here. All right, let's go on down. So I think the next level is just a standard level. We can just check what's around here. Nothing in particular. And that magic lantern just makes your life so much easier in general when you're exploring. It's probably a stone trap, huh? Guess we can poke our head down here. You remember the description of the monastery of the Earth Lord given to you by the Grandmaster. It is ahead that you will find Master Kane's trail. I'm just going to finish exploring this. So we have a few things that are left on our list that we really need. The most pressing thing... Oh, and there's an air elemental. Are they resistant to shock? They probably are. Nope. They're not, so they can be... We can hit them with Molnir. So they don't have they don't have a lot of hit points. So I think we just hit it, and I think we'll be okay. They're just very, very fast. Yeah, so they did quite a bit of damage to us, but we were able to kill it. We got to use our lamp again. Our DPS is reasonable. Nope, that one's peaceful, so we're not going to attack it. I think I will be collecting all the potions I can. Thanks, Craig. Have a good one now. And lurky. Oh, lurky. Gotcha. I was trying to think of what kind of slang that could be. It just means you're going to lurk. Wand of Opening. So Wand of Opening is interesting. I was thinking it was pretty useless, but I was reading about creatures that engulf you, like air elementals, and Wand of Opening will actually is one way to get them to release you. I mean, it's less useful for us because we have slow digestion, so things that actually digest you, like purple worms, will spit us out right away. Yeah, so rings we're looking for. I think I was starting to talk about what we're looking for in terms of sort of our final ascension kit. And so rings are great because we need both levitation and conflict. We can get away without it, but we would like a amulet of magical breathing. And to go along with that, if we get magical breathing, having an oilskin sack would also be nice. But those are less, important and more just like nice to have. But either levitation or water walking and conflict are pretty much gonna make our life. Well, levitation's or water walking is pretty much necessary, and the conflict is gonna make our lives a lot easier. All right. So the monastery. Take a look at a map here. Undiggable, but teleportation is permitted. All right, and it looks like it's just sort of a mines type level with a random location of stairs. Yeah, so these earth elementals are not peaceful. Pick up every potion I can find just because we have a lot of uses for holy water. Great way to uncurse things as we find scrolls, and we'll want to bless most of our gear that we're wearing, just as protection against. Oh, I hate to see that potion of speed get drunk. So potions of speed are smoky. So the idea would be to collect a stack of them and try and get a wish out of it. Yeah, so we're not having too much trouble with the Zorns and Earth Elementals, which is good. I don't think we need more scrolls. We have a huge stack of paper. A harp is interesting. If it's a magic harp, then we can use it to charm monsters, which, of course, is very useful. Still some peaceful air elementals here. There's a potion of speed. So that's the first potion of speed we found since we started looking for them. We'll see if this scare monster scroll is we can pick it up. We can. So it's actually the third one we have. Spellbook, I think we're still collecting those. We will be returning to spellcasting after we get our quest item. Right now, without a robe, our chances to... Let me pick that up just so it doesn't get red. Scrolls that create monster or wands that create monster are just very annoying if you let creatures pick them up and use them. So usually I'll pick them up and stash them. Gold detection is going to be useful at the end game for finding the portals in the plains. I'm just going to finish exploring this area here. There's another gem, valuable gem. I think we have enough triparations. I think we ended up killing our pet anyway. I didn't have my pets named in my Nethack configuration file. I just added names to it, my configuration file, so the next game that I start, I should be able to keep track of that better. Oop. Stepping in to traps here. All right, I think that's enough this level. So let's go on down. And let's take out our blessed scrollless scare monster, because that's going to be the way we deal with Cain. So we have some more filler levels here. Ooh, potion gain level. Very nice. Some flint stones. Alright, let's put our towel on. Nothing scary that we can see. Our lamp keeps going out. Tons of food, more than we probably will ever need. Magic trap, okay. Bring a polymorph. I'm not going to mess with polymorph, but I know it's very useful. I think I'll spend a run, maybe not for these first ascension runs, but at some point I'll spend a run playing with polymorph. I know I can step on that. Just, you know, hard to make myself step onto a polymorph trap, even when I know we have magic resistance. And play around with being a master mind flayer or a vampire or something like that at some point. We're trying to be situational about polymorphing. So we fight a mind flayer and we polymorph into something which doesn't have a brain or doesn't have a head for them to target. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing some conduct runs too, but that's gonna be a little bit down the road. So we do have a potion of levitation here. That's, you know, we could use it to levitate. It always feels a little risky to me if it runs out in an awkward time. Okay, another filler level. Yeah, I don't think we need random scrolls anymore. Let's see. Make sure we use our towel each time we enter a level. We won't be able to see everything, but oh. All right, so that's it for starting to get burdened here. I really don't think we need to hold on to all this food. We have a bunch in the stash too. Hungry again. So let's eat something. We can eat these eucalyptus leaves, I guess. I'm just going to continue doing at least a minimum of exploring this level. Oh, full healing. I think we'll use that for extra hit points as soon as we can bless it. Do extra max HP. That's probably enough for this level. burdened. I think that's because of the landmine we hit. We can put some stuff into our bag, and eventually our leg will heal up. All right, so now we're back up to Dex 18. So I think we're about to find our way to where Master Cain is. We'll see. The stench of brimstone is all about you, and the elementals close in from all sides. Ahead, there's a small clearing amidst the bubbling pits of lava. So, the 5 there is obviously Master Cain. We're on the stairs, so I think we drop the Scroll of Scare Monster right now. That's going to really prevent Master Cain from attacking us in melee, hopefully. Yep. So he zaps himself with speed. He basically appeared right next to us. And then, he would have done tons of damage to us, but fortunately with the Scare Monster Scroll, we're fine. Just be careful. Take your time here. We don't want to step off the scroll. So that's going to be the what's going to really cause us trouble is if I don't. Oh, there we go. I'm going to say if we accidentally step off the Scare Monster Scroll. Master Cain gasps. You have only defeated this mortal body. Know this, my spirit is strong. I shall return and reclaim what is mine. With that, Master Cain expires. Glittering Spellbook is nice. A lot of these Earth Elementals are peaceful. We have a robe back in our stash. I don't think the robe that Master Cain spawns with is anything special. I believe we have Speed Monster back at our stash as well, but I'll pick this one up as well. The bell we need, and the Eyes of the Overlord we need as well. As you pick up the Eyes of the Overworld, you feel the essence of Chi Sung Zu fill your soul. You know now why Master Cain stole them from the monastery of Chan Sune, for with them, a monk of the Chi Sung Zu could easily defeat his plans. You sense a message from Chi Sung Zu. Though not verbal, you get the impression that you must return to the Grand Master as soon as possible. So we're going to put these on. So they actually make... they give us astral vision. And which I've never had before. I never have gotten this far. I'm going to get out of here, I think. This level is making me nervous with all the lava around. I think with fire resistance, it can't kill you. But I could certainly make our... I'd imagine it would certainly damage our inventory. So we pick up the Scroll of Scare Monster. It loses 1 level of blessedness. So it was blessed, now it's uncursed. So I'll put a bunch of stuff in our bag, including that scroll. And we have 2 of them, so we will re-bless them as we go. Yes, I've never had astral vision before. It lets you see through walls. Like even you can see items. And you can see them as if you, with like far look. Yeah, okay. Air elementals are a little bit scary, not terrible. So I'm actually not sure we need our lamp anymore. I believe astral vision gives us sort of the same that our lamp gives us and better. There are a couple caveats to that. gaze attacks can affect you through walls. So things like Umber Hulks become extra annoying and Medusa becomes extra dangerous. But I think we can handle that with a combination of our Unicorn Horn and just being extra careful on the Medusa level, taking the lenses off. So that was actually fairly trivial with that Scare Monster scroll. If we didn't have that as an option, I think we would have been in more trouble. You have returned, Disperse, and with the eyes of the Overlord I see. The Overworld, sorry. And with the eyes of the Overworld I see. Congratulations. I have been in meditation and have received direction from a minion of Chi Sung Zu. Chi Sung Zu commands that you retain the eyes of the Overworld. With them, you must recover the amulet of Yendor. Go forth and let Chi Sung Zu guide your steps. All right. Thanks for the follow. These are both dart traps, I believe. Hungry again. All right. I'm just going to jump back to the stash. Stash some things. And the next step, I believe, is the castle. Although we really want levitation before we hit the castle. Another potion of full healing is great. So blessed potions of full healing will increase your max HP by 8 each. And we're still a bit low. I think the last times I ascended, I always had at least 180 hit points. Usually by a combination of nurse dancing and just leveling up. Or being tanky characters. Yeah, I can see the astral vision working here. So we're seeing gold straight through the walls. We could, dig through and get the gold. But little pockets of gold are usually not too valuable. If we see vault, it would be worthwhile. All right. What else do we need to identify? Take off and drop these. They're blessed, okay. So we know they're blessed. I guess that's something special about your quest items. All right, let's get rid of some stuff. Way too much food here. Actually, all this stuff we need to identify. Not the scrolls of Scare Monster. By identifying, I mean we need to find out if they're cursed or not. All right, we'll get rid of all of these food rations. Create monster gold detection we don't need yet. I think We're not going to carry all these wands of digging around with us. Speed monster we don't need. Don't need an extra striking wand. I'm going to leave one or extra wand of teleportation as well. What else do we need to BUC identify? All these potions. These rings, the harp. There's a blessed potion of full healing. We can drink that right away. Unfortunately, cursed potion of speed. So we're at full HP. Hey, Darren Leonard, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Blessed potion of full healing we'll drink right away. That should give us 8 max HP. Yep, so up to 124. We'll stash the rest of these potions. Yeah, I think we can hang on to some of these. I'll put them all in the box for now. Okay, got a couple potions of water. Gold ring, we don't know what it is. Ring of polymorph, the harp. Okay, so we get some more holy water. Cursed rings. I'd like to give that harp a try. Decided what to do about these spell books. So we have 3 potions of holy water. And we have a decent number of potions we could turn into holy water. So at least 5. We could probably turn 5 of these into holy water. So let's see what the spell book is. Actually, I'm gonna hang off on that. Actually, no, wait. What we do is this. We do want to read the spell books because we have magic resistance from our lenses right now. So what we need to do is take out our robe. And we can take off the cloak of magic resistance and wear the robe. At which point, our ability to cast spells increases greatly. So we do want to see what this other spellbook is. Don't have any more remove curse scrolls. Could write one. So I want to identify this scare monster scroll as well, so we can stack it and bless all 3 at the same time. All right, let's take out our identify scrolls. We'll do some identifying. Wands and other things like that. The spell books we can identify. Just see what's worth using holy water on. See how many charges we have in these digging wands, for instance. And teleportation is important. Oh. What can we put away here? put away all our food for now, except for the lizard corpse. And teleportation. Put away the holy water for now. Enlightenment. The grease. Put away cursed ring of polymorph. And this stone. And now we can hopefully take out everything we want to identify. So this scroll of scare monster, we want to know if it's uncursed or cursed. And I think that's it. We don't need both of these ones of enlightenment. All right, we want to identify these wands if we can carry them now. All right, so now we can read some scrolls of an identify here. All right, we wanted to identify the ring, aggravate monster. Spellbook, drain life is interesting. I don't know if it's yeah, it's a level 2 attack spell. I think it's probably not worthwhile to bless that and read it. It is an attack spell though, which we need to train up eventually. All right, let's read one more. Scroll identify. Detect monsters is interesting. That's an uncursed scroll of scare monster. So prioritize teleportation and fire. So now we have 3 uncursed scrolls of scare monster, so we can dip all 3. And then we have about 3 blessed ones we can use. Just a way to maximize our use of holy water. So 1 potion of holy water will make all 3 of them blessed. Jumping boots. Why'd I dip jumping boots? Just did the wrong thing. Not the end of the world. All right, Z. All right, there we go. So detect monsters. I believe it lasts for a while. And one thing to be said about the lenses, if we're wearing them, is we can't use the towel telepathy as easily. We have to take the lenses off, and then we're no longer resistant to magic to put the towel on to detect things around us. So that's kind of annoying, and maybe one reason to have detect monster on. I mean, it's only really good if we can get to, I'm just reading the wiki here, sorry. It's only really good if we get to skilled or expert level, which we're not going to be able to do. We're at basic level in divination, and that's the sort of the top level we can get. So 2 books, spell books, we're not going to worry about reading. But we can, now that we can cast spells, you can get out clairvoyance, remove curse, sleep, and those 3 are useful. And read them. Oop, that one is already. So we have 35% chance of casting remove curse. Or sorry, 65% chance. 35% chance of failing. So the things we do have in our stash, which are cursed, we'll be able to uncurse. I think again, it may just act as a you might have to wield things to get them to be removed, the curses to be removed. Yes, it doesn't act as like a blessed scroll of remove curse, so we'd have to uncurse things one at a time. I think we hold off. There's nothing really here. Yeah, there's nothing really here that we need to uncurse right now. I mean, the potion of speed at some point, but we want to make a stack of blessed ones at some point, so we'll wait until we find more potions of speed before we worry about that. Just a little more inventory management, and then I think we're going to keep going. I think I will keep the Cloak of Magic Resistance in my bag of holding just in case. There may be situations where we want it, or we can't use the lenses. Putting away these wands of digging for now. 1 is enough. Because we're putting away the wand of opening 2 and speed monster. Don't know if do we carry the harp around? Is it always a magic harp, or is there just a chance? 2/3 of the times it's just a wooden harp. I think we can just apply it and we'll know if it's a magic harp or not. It wastes a charge. Your harp twings, so it's not magic. So it's a wooden. So if you ever find a harp and it's not called wooden harp, then we'll know it's a magic harp. All right. So we just need to push on, I think, and try and find some of these pieces. Wand of Polymorph is going to do a huge amount of work if we can find one. We have so many rings. That we should be able to get the remaining things we need with a Wand of Polymorph. I'm not eager to go and try and deal with the drawbridge without levitation. I believe we do have the pass tune though. Let's look at my run notes here. Yeah, so at some point we got the divine music. So, you know, we could use our horn or that harp. Here we have bugle. So we could just go through the front gate. But we'll need levitation to get to the loot anyway. I usually just go around to the back entrance. So I don't have to worry about some soldier with a wand of striking breaking the drawbridge and having it fall on top of me. Large box, so I guess we can all take a wager here whether we think the cat's gonna be alive or dead. I'm gonna go with alive. I know it's correct. Peaceful house cat called Schrodinger's cat. Oh, so here's where the lenses are a little bit annoying. We cannot get rid of our. So we can't wear our towel and prevent confusion. Wearing the lenses. All right. Here we are to a new level. I feel like beginning to feel hungry. Get this cram ration. So you should be able to actually look at these things. Oh. It doesn't let you, I thought you should be able to actually look at the items and see like what kind of gem they are. I guess not. It definitely makes exploring the Gehenna easier. So we sense a faint wave of psychic energy. So here, there's a mind flayer on this level, which you have to be very careful about. Our leather helm is no longer greased for some reason. Let's apply grease on it. You want to be able to attack the mind flayer from afar. It'd be nice to know whether it were a master mind flayer or not, and where it is exactly. our warning should tell us, where it is ahead of time. So maybe like zap some magic missiles at it from our wand. I wonder how much magic resistance they have if they're susceptible to sleep. They have a 90% chance of resisting anything, so we're not going to be able to. Yeah, we're not going to be able to put them to sleep very well at all. We genocide it too. We do have a genocide scroll. So as soon as we see what type it is, we can genocide it. It'd be the safest thing to do. Eventually, we do probably want to genocide mind flayers anyway. I think we can probably kill it from range. It's just later on when the wizard is summoning nasties around you. At that point, you really can't deal with them from range. They're right there. They're summoned right next to you, so at that point, they're already eating your brain. We only have a 10 intelligence, so we're not particularly good at surviving a mind flayer's attack. Stinking Cloud, it's kind of interesting. It's got some uses. Can't believe it would be a 1. No, this is just a snake. So Stinking Cloud can be used in certain cases to attack things before they can attack you. So I wonder if it's in there. So it's just a normal mind flayer. It's trapped in a closet. So we could just ignore it forever. And as long as we never get close enough to find that secret door, I think it's trapped in there. So I think we save the scroll. We'll use it the next time that we see something dangerous that we don't want to deal with. We saved enough charges on the magic marker to write one more scroll of genocide. And we could write a blessed one as well. Chaotic altar. But don't have enough charges to... Welcome K90, and thanks for the follow. Ooh, okay, here's a fairly nasty melee creature, and a winged gargoyle. I think with AC 15, we're strong enough to deal with it. Keep an eye on our HP here. Yeah, no problem. We avoided 1 in Sokoban because we were not ready at that point to deal with them. But now I think we're fine. All right, we entered the rogue level. I went back and played some rogue the other day. It didn't look like this. I think it was it's on the Internet Archives site, and they have a JavaScript client. What is this, 3? Probably like a trapper or something. Oh, it's Glenn Witchman's ghost. Okay. Why is that a 3? We'll leave it alone. Yeah. It's on some stuff, but we have to look in Wikipedia here to see who that person was. I'm sure they were involved in one of the earlier games. Yeah, so Rogue was created in 1980 by Michael Toy and Glenn Wichman. So you find their ghosts here in the throwback level. Yeah, so I never made it very far in Rogue when I played it as a kid. Stone giants, okay. So I wonder if they'll never drop boulders. If boulders were not implemented in the original Rogue. So food are colons. What kind of pudding is that? A black pudding? Wow. It's dividing quite a bit. So it used up my grease, I believe. Nope, it didn't. There's a chance that every time grease protects your armor, it'll be used up. So there's the stairs. So we'll go on down here. I usually like to use my telepathy every time I enter a level, just to see if there's anything I should be worried about. But having these eyes of the overworld on is going to prevent me from doing that, because it's a number of keystrokes instead of just one. It's a clay golem. They're not too bad. Gelatinous cube would have been useful if we didn't already have all the resistances, but we do. So I'm not going to worry about it. Identify, stash it. Some money. There's a scroll we haven't identified yet. A ring we haven't identified yet. So that's nice. So we could use an identify scroll just to see what those things are. We'll wait for a little more. Still don't have quite enough money to get another level of protection. Keep an eye on that, though. Soldier. Probably another soldier here. That potion of water. I'm going to start thinking about making paths between the upstair and the downstair. Make it as easy as possible to get back and forth when we're doing our ascension run. This one's not bad. This one's very short. Normal whistle. This is also very short. Finish exploring this. So I think the current plan is to explore down until we find a level which we really can't deal with without levitation. Hopefully by that point we will have found wands and potions and rings and things that we need to identify. Go back to the stash, identify them, and hopefully we'll find a combination of things we need to finish this. Another spellbook of sleep we don't really need. We can bring it for polymorph, I suppose. As far as spells are concerned, we'd like a good attack spell. So magic missile would probably be the ideal spell for us. As a monk, we can cast it pretty well. And with jumping, I think that combination is very strong. Oop. Going the wrong way. So floating eye, we're wearing free action, so we are not worried about that. There's a scroll down there in the wall. That's scroll teleportation. I just don't think we need that actually. Yes, we're not going to try and do this run genocideless. I think we'll probably end up genociding liches, mind flayers, and maybe sea monsters. That's usually what I'll do. So sea creatures, and I may hang off. I may not genocide sea creatures until I get to the plane of water. There's a vampire. Don't want to be level drained here. I was spoiled last run as a dwarf Valkyrie with Excalibur. Didn't have to worry about level drain at all. This run we'll have to think about how we're going to deal with Vlad when we get to Vlad's tower. Can easily drain a whole bunch of levels before you know it. All right, I think that's about it for this level. All right, let's move on. You know, interestingly enough, we did find Excalibur on a bones file in the mines. I considered going back and trying to find it. I don't love these muddy rooms. You know, basically things like eels can be really annoying. And then like green slime would be potentially dangerous. We do have a wand of fire to deal with that. A bunch of muddy rooms. Yeah, our robe is not greased. Back off here. Grease our robe. Can't be too careful. Oh, that was electric eel, wasn't it? No, just another giant eel. Imagine electric eels are immune to shock. Probably don't take nearly as much damage from Mjolnir. I think we probably just leave this floor and just not fully explore it. Your vision quickly clears. I wonder if that's a ability of the eyes of the overworld. I think, yeah, from what I read, astral vision works even if you are blinded. So the blindness will continue for its normal timeout behind the scenes. But because you have astral vision, you can still see. What's this? Guardian Naga. Not too hard. All right. Let's move on. Your vision seems to brighten for a moment, but it's normal now. That's interesting. That must be the message for when we were blinded by that yellow light in the previous floor. So when after you restore your vision, I think that's the message that you get. Peaceful pony. What altar is this? The lawful altar. Shocking spear, we're not worried about. Level teleporter. What's in here? Potion of sickness. They're pretty hard to turn to water. They have to be diluted. If you dip your unicorn horn in them, or use cancellation, they just turn into fruit juice. And from that point, they can't be turned into water without dipping them. beehive. We'll go ahead and clear this out. Get some royal jelly for later. I see there's your armor is rather cumbersome, so we're still feeling the effects of the minus 20. Get a minus 22 hit for wearing body armor. But that's the first time I've seen that message in a while. I imagine queen bees have a fairly low AC. Look. At minus 4. Did the math last time, and these are no longer these messages are no longer vault teleporters when you get down to this level. I think they become normal level teleporters. So minus 20, but we're getting plus 13 for our luck, most likely, plus 7 for attributes that cancels out, at which point we just have the plus hit for our weapon. We have plus 1 because it's melee, and you have plus because of your level. So 14 plus 6 is 20, plus 1, so 21. Yeah, so it's not too bad. It'll get better as we go up levels. Don't have to worry about yellow lights at all with astral vision, which is good because it's annoying to get our towel on. We'll finish exploring this level before we get on to the next one. I might make a path between those two lower rooms just to make it easier to get back and forth. I mean, exploring levels with astral vision is super easy. Yes, the Guardian Naga can paralyze you, which is very dangerous, but the Ring of Free Action, it's not a problem. Gold detection, that's good. We'll want 3 or 4 potions of, scrolls, rather, of gold detection for the elemental planes. All right, yeah, I'm going to make a little path here. Peaceful, yeah. Dig a little path with our pickaxe here, just to speed up our travel up and down, which we should be doing a bit more. We may restash the next time we go back up. Get something closer, maybe in the castle level. We don't have branch teleport like we did when we were a wizard, so it takes a lot longer to get up and down from Gehenna, Grey Elf. There's a vault here. Should be pretty easy to find the vault with astral vision. And money is still useful. You could definitely use more protection. There's also a chance that we find an entrance to Ludos. Fort Knox, as it were. So I think what we do, we have to remember that Molnir has a thunder strike that wakes up sleeping creatures. So to make the Leprechaun Hall a little bit easier, we're going to use our martial arts instead. So we should be able, drinking a potion of speed. I wanted that potion of speed. So instead we will kill them one at a time with our martial arts. Full healing is great. Putting the gold away just so they don't teleport away. Pick up the scroll of create monster so that they won't read it. I love that they added that you swing wildly and stumble forward every once in a while when you're trying to catch the leprechaun. It's very thematic. Okay, extra healing. So we have enough gold now to get some protection. Which we may do, we may wait until we get to the Valley of the Dead to do that. I don't know if we want to go back to Minetown for it. Annoying. The leprechaun with a wand of digging. There should be a door here, but searching is not finding it. So you can grab that gold. The way you grab the gold is by turning auto pickup on before you step onto that square, and then you'll pick it up before you get dragged down to the next level. More trolls. No way to deal with them. I mean, until we get a tuning kit, we're just going to have to deal with them forever. Potion of sickness. I mean, don't want it. So the vault is probably in the top left corner here. Unfortunately, I think it's a bit far for our astral vision to see. We can dig over that way. Yeah, here it is. No entrance to Fort Ludos. Ludios. Is it Ludios or Ludos? It should be Ludios. If we had teleporter, if we did find it. But, you know, it's another bunch of gold toward protection. Flesh Golem. They hit pretty hard, but don't want to wield our pickaxe. I think they're actually, yeah, they're immune to shock. So Molnir is a lot worse than it is for other creatures. The question is, do we Guess we do grab that gold. We're going down anyway. Oh, never mind. We hit a trapdoor anyway. A little careful about trapdoors. If we got dropped on the Medusa level or something, might be in a bit of trouble. Definitely want to use this gold so we're not carrying it around too. In this game, gold is quite heavy. Here goes another beehive. So maybe we actually do this empty-handed as well. Although bees are not... Oh, an ebony wand. Nice. Interesting to see what that is. I'm hoping for polymorph. Royal jelly is good. Now we can re-wield Molnir. I think again we dig a passageway between these two. Save us some time. There's probably more here. You could... Yeah, there's another passageway up there. I feel like there probably should be more up there as well. But... I'm going to go back down. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Every time I see a death chicken, as I'm going to call them, I double check that we're still wearing our gloves. An opera cloak. Probably don't care about it. We know oilskin, we know displacement, invisibility, and magic resistance. So that leaves protection of the randomized ones. So it's got to be protection. I do like protection. I think it's less important now than it used to be, because magic cancellation is not quite as good as it used to be. Gives you magic cancellation 3. The robe gives us 2, as is, and makes us, you know, a much better spellcaster. I'll bring this back to my stash, and then I'll probably never end up using it for anything. If I decide to give up on spellcasting at some point, maybe I'll wear it. Another teleportation scroll. We'll take this unicorn horn if we do end up finding a polymorph. A wand to polymorph, we'll want it. Oh, another leprechaun hull. That's great for money. Yeah, definitely get that scroll of create monster before it's red. And we'll do the same thing we did last time. We'll use our stealth and our martial arts to take these out. So they don't all just disappear. Oh. Put your gold away first. It'll take a little while, but these leprechaun halls have tons of money. And definitely worth it at this point. They're reading a scroll of create monster. Azurudi is a little dangerous with martial arts. We'll try. It's missing a good deal, so we're fine. Oh, another scroll of scare monster. I don't know if we'll be able to pick this one up. Yep. It's almost too many. To decide how many we really need. And in what situations are we actually going to use them. This troll is going to be just a pain in the butt for extended period of time. And again, we forget to put our gold away. Distracted by the ice troll. Ugh. 3 leprechauns wandering around now. And that one had a wand of digging too. Now they're all going to jump in this hole. Another wand of digging. Wow. Let's see if we can chase down the other leprechauns that have escaped. The other one's going to be down in the next floor. Enchant armor is nice. Another ring is great. Hopefully one of the ones we're looking for. Remove curse is good. When we get more magic markers, we can food-proof all our armor as well. Right now our gauntlets of power are nearly thoroughly corroded. Doesn't really matter. They're still effective. They haven't been providing us with any AC for a while now. Same ice troll. Oh, he's going to amethyst. A nurse. This is not a no teleport level, so it's not very convenient for nurse dancing. So for that reason, I think we just kill it. There's a wand of digging. Fortunately, we got it before they could make another hole. The upstairs and downstairs are very close to each other here, so that's lucky. Here's that level. Could grab that gold. And is this a leprechaun here? Probably. No, just an urukai. Potion of extra healing, some gold, take all that. And I'll grab that gold. So we just need to put auto pickup on temporarily. Step on there. Huh. Didn't work, did it? No, maybe it worked. I don't think it worked. I thought you could grab things before you fell. Anyway, no big deal. You could also try and kick it off the hole. That's probably what I should have done. Although I think in later versions, and this version Nethack, it doesn't, it might kick in a, so this is Medusa's Island for sure. A Titan is quite nasty. They summon monsters. They have a bunch of hit points, level 16, -3 AC, 70 magic resistance. They do 2d8 damage. I think they're... Yes, the Summon Nasty spell, which they can cast, is really what we're worried about the most. We're not wielding Mjolnir. We should be wielding Mjolnir. I mean, we're right next to the stairs, so if it gets nasty, we just... If it gets nasty, we just escape. So we want to deal as much damage as we can to it before it starts summoning things around us. Lightning does work on it. Doesn't have any resistances besides the magic resistance. It's cursing stuff. Cursed my bell. All right, we got it. Good. Also need to be careful. See what version of the island this is. But if for some reason Medusa can come over here, I doubt she can, but usually she's stuck on the other side by the downstair. Yeah. but you don't want to have astral vision on around Medusa. A million sea monsters here. So we need levitation or water walking in a pinch. I mean, you can take scrolls of earth and try and make yourself paths across as well. But we really would prefer levitation. So I think we have enough stuff here to identify that it's time to head back up and just identify a bunch of stuff. Do some inventory management. So I'll probably do this last bit of inventory management and probably stop for the night. But we got the quest done and we made it up to Medusa's island. And now we just need to, I'm also gonna make a path here. Just again, make these shortcuts between stairs. We don't know what this thing is. It's an Aliex. Shock resistant. All right, so there we go. We have a path. This is a long way between these two stairs. This is really a good way to make a shortcut. So we have to go down here. And there's that mind flayer again, stuck in that closet. R. Kelly, stuck in the closet. For those who remember that masterpiece. All right. Up this way. Schrodinger's cat again. So we found a few rings. We found a wand we need to identify. So some combination of the right rings or the right wand hopefully get us something we can use. I think we need to make a secret passageway here. Make our lives easier. And we're back. All right, let's see what we found here. Make sure we don't drop our Scare Monster scrolls on the altar. It's a classic thing that I will often do if I don't think about it. So this Scare Monster scroll we do not want to drop. All right. Put away some things. Curse, Cloak of Protection. Cursed Slime Mold. The Royal Jelly we'll put away for now. We can use that to increase our max HP. If it's better, if it's blessed or not. Non-cursed will increase your strength. And there is a small chance you'll increase your max HP by 1. I think it's better to hang on to it for the Ascension run for nutrition, so we'll do that. We're putting away these scrolls we don't care about, or we don't care about until later. Potions of booze. Probably do some alchemy as well. Can turn some extra healing potions into full healing potions. And think about what we want to turn into holy water as well, now that we have a bunch of potions. So maybe these curse potions of extra healing just get turned into water. I think potions of healing can be turned into water. Object detection, restorability. What else? We'll blank some of these scrolls as well, although I think we have enough unlabeled scrolls. And so turn hallucination, healing, invisibility, maybe levitation. Yeah, let's turn levitation and sleeping into water as well. Drop that over here. I think we failed to pick up everything we wanted to pick up. Yeah, sleeping. Get our cancellation wand out. Anything else? Looks like no. All right, so we have plenty of potions of water now, should be. We had more in here as well. I might have had more in here. Nope. But now we have 17 potions of water. So we dip those. And now we have a bunch of holy water. We start using holy water a little bit more freely. Think about, is it time to uncurse things? Do we have enough things to uncurse? All right. Yeah, the enchant weapon, we want to uncurse for sure. Anything else? These rings, just for polymorph purposes, can be uncursed. So I think we have one scroll of remove curse we can bless. We could use our remove curse spell too, but it's more time efficient. Bless everything, or remove curse on everything at once. I think we want to bless our weapon. Oop, I didn't want to do that. Dip Molnir. A blessed weapon helps in certain cases. Prevent it from being cursed as well. All right, so we have one scroll of enchant weapon. So I think what we do is we... Oh, did we... Oh. I think we accidentally uncursed the enchant weapon scroll, which we actually wanted to be cursed. The reason is we're at +6 on Molnir. So I left that scroll cursed specifically so we could bring it back down to -5 and try to get to -7 again. It's okay though. The next one we find, we do have unholy water. Put that away for now, and try and identify things again, I guess. Ebony wand. What else do we have? Sort of want to know how many charges we have on these wands as well, if you can. At least the useful ones. Running out of room. These rings can go away. Polymorph. Aggravate monster. And these spellbooks as well. Some more wands if I can. All right. The Wand of Secret Door Detection, Iron Ring, it's Warning. Jade Ring is Invisibility. Scroll of Food Detection. Well, not very lucky getting things mass identified here. Haste Self we don't care about too much. Although we have jumping boots, so what level is it? It's a level 3 escape spell. It's possible to be useful. We do have jumping boots. I think we're going to stick with the jumping boots. See what this Scroll of Scare Monster is. It's uncursed, so that should stack with the others. And see what I'm Wand of Digging. What else here? All right. Let's make our Gauntlets of Power rust proof here. So we need a potion of booze, and we'll get into this closet. Take everything else off. So we're only wearing the Gauntlets of Power. We'll drink the potion of booze. And we'll read the Scroll of Enchant Armor. Cool. Put these back on. And dip the Spellbook of Haste Self into Potion of Holy Water and read it. Zombie is preventing us from reading this book. So we're not very good at escape yet. I think we're not basic. We don't have basic skill in it yet. So we'll have to train that up, at which point we should be able to cast it fine. The other level 3 spells where we have basic skill, we have a 0% chance to fail. We just haven't enhanced clerical or escape spells yet. So like a low-level clerical or escape skill would be clerical or escape spell would be useful just to train up those skills. So unfortunately, we didn't find a wand to polymorph, and we did not find any means of levitation. So that was kind of a failure to do what we set out to do. But we did complete the quest, get down to the Medusa level, and pick up some stuff. A bunch of holy water. Some wands and things. So we have tons of gold, so we can go down and get more protection at some point. Too much food. Definitely leave some food behind here. So, do we bless the full healing and drink it? Probably just so we don't carry it around. Do the same thing for potion of extra healing. We don't need this brass lantern anymore for sure. All right, so let's increase our max HP again. To 132. And we'll dip the extra healing to gain energy. I don't know, So diluted potion of full healing. We'll dip that into holy water too. And quaff that as well. So up to 140. And put away, see, these sea rations. Extra scrolls of teleportation. And the brass lantern. All right, well, that's a bit for inventory management. So I'm actually going to stop for the night now. And when I get back to this character, I'll have to figure out where is the game hiding all the polymorph wands. So probably go down to the mines, get some more protection, and then think about where I can search next for these last pieces. Thank you for joining me, and hope I see you next time.